For the first time in decades, developmental milestone guidelines for children in America have been revamped. Those new markers have the goal of catching delays in infants and toddlers in the hopes of early intervention. These checklists, these are really familiar to parents. They're part of a regular pediatrician checkup. The old guidelines, as most of you would probably know, use the 50th percentile to gauge development. That means half the kids that age are expected to reach that milestone. But the new guidelines push it all the way up to 75%, and it also adds milestones for 15 and 30 months old. So to help us break down what this means for your family, we have Dr. Amy SHRIVER. She's a pediatrician at Blank Children's Hospital. So first of all, you would think 50%, half the kids can, half the kids can't. Why push it to 75, Amy?
Well, pediatricians really take it seriously when we evaluate your child. We are looking for growth. We're looking for development. We're looking for health. We're looking for well-being. And we need some normed values and tools when we do this. And in the past, when we've been using the milestones of 50%, what that means is that there'll be 50% of kids who can do that activity and 50% who can't. And so oftentimes it will result in the provider saying, well, only 50% of kids can do that, so why don't we just wait and see? So it had really encouraged this wait and see approach, which really isn't the best approach when it comes to child development. So now that we're using the markers of 75%, that means that 75% of children should be able to walk at that age, should be able to say words at that age. If your child isn't, this is an important time where we can identify some delays and make early intervention. So we know that early intervention is way more helpful for kids in terms of improving their milestones and getting them back on track developmentally. It has way better outcomes. And so this is really a boon for both the pediatric community as well as for parents, because it can just offer clearer guidelines.
Dr. SHRIVER, I want to get into those interventions and talk about those a little bit more here in just a minute. But first, as far as what's on the checklist, right? So here's a 15-month-old checklist. It's got what most children should be doing by this age. Copying other children while playing, like taking toys out of a container when another child does that. Trying to say one or two words besides mama or dada, like ba for ball, da for dog. Is what's on the paper changing, or just the 75% threshold?
Well, the 75% threshold is a big change, but there have been other changes too. As you pointed out before, we weren't necessarily always using those checklists for 15 months and 30 months. So now we have new checklists. In addition, we are emphasizing all types of development. Before, we were really focused on the physical motor development, the language development. And now we're also really having milestones for your cognitive and problem-solving development, as well as your social and emotional development. So especially in that 15-month category, you're going to see a lot of recommendations for how to enhance that social and emotional development for those age groups. So that's a big change. And it's removed some vague language. For example, at 15 months, it used to say something like, child is doing pretend play. Well, that's very vague. Parents don't know what that means. Sometimes providers don't even know what that means. So now it says something very more specific, like uses a cup as it is meant to be used, or pretends to use a phone like it's supposed to be used. So it's much clearer, it's less vague, it's less repetitive. And they have also added some helpful tips and activities for parents to do to engage their child to enhance their development and really engage in that relational health with their kids. And that is my favorite part of the new guidelines.
I'm so glad you brought up the vague language. I can remember being at those checkup appointments with my wife and reading that, and us looking at each other and shrugging and putting maybe. Because we just weren't sure what it was saying. It sounds like you just touched on the first part of intervention and suggestions for parents, things you can do at home, right, to keep your child moving along and learning.
Right. One of the things that is really emphasized in these tips and activities is shared reading. And they really get into the weeds a little bit about ways you can engage your child with talking, singing, reading, and playing, and how to do it appropriately at each age. So that's really going to empower families. So why is this new change so great for families, and why are pediatricians so excited about it? Well, one reason is because it's really fun as a parent to track your kids' development, to watch them grow, to know what to expect next. So, as a mom, I really enjoyed when my children kind of made it to the next stage in development. It's a delight to see that. And number two, having these guidelines and being able to access them, for example, on the CDC's website or even on the CDC's developmental tracker app that parents can download onto their phone, you can be reassured. A lot of parents have questions about if their child's development is normal. They're hearing from grandma, they're comparing their child to their other child. And so it's really great to be able to access that information just to be reassured. And it's empowering as a parent to be able to feel confident about how to help your child grow at each age. So those tips and activities are empowering, and it gives parents confidence and a lot of competence in what they're doing. And another really important thing is that it can actually deter a lot of harsh punishment. And this is what I really think is important. If you understand what your child should be able to do at each age, then you're less likely to overestimate their abilities or punish them for things that are just actually normal behaviors for age. And finally, as you touched upon, it is so important for pediatricians to recognize delays so that we can make referrals to early intervention services. So in Iowa, we have a 0 to 3 program that's called Early Access, and they're fantastic at doing further assessments in kids and then actually offering therapies and other supports for children and families. And I often will use a program called First 5 Iowa, which helps contact families, make sure that they understand child development, connect them with those early intervention services, and then they check back in with me to let me know how things are going. So First 5 is just an essential service in Iowa.
Dr. Shriver, thanks so much. You mentioned the CDC, cdc.gov. You can go get these forms there directly. Thank you so much, Dr. Amy Shriver, for all you do for families here in our community.
Thank you so much.